I'll try.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our band concert. Thank you so much for being here tonight to support our musicians. Before we begin, we ask that you please take a moment and silence all cell phones and electronic devices so they don't interrupt the performance. As a reminder, tonight's concert is being recorded. To help us maintain the best possible sound quality, we ask that you avoid talking during our performance. If you have a young child who becomes upset or needs a break, please feel free to step into the hallway and return when they are ready. Thank you for your cooperation, and we hope you enjoy the concert. Yeah, I think so.
Our first piece comes from one of the most famous musicals of all time, Les Misérables. Set during the French Revolution, it tells a powerful story of hope, sacrifice, and standing up for what you believe in. Please enjoy music from Les Misérables.
of our band members with some fun awards. These were suggested and voted by our band members themselves. First up, we have the wild card, which goes to Atria Cook. You never know what's coming, but it's always memorable. And then we have the Walking Hazard Award, is to Katie Newton. Whether it's instruments, feet, or gravity, danger is never far away. Congratulations, Atria and Kaden.
Next, we're heading to Hogwarts with music from Harry Potter, featuring themes from John Williams. This piece brings the magic, mystery, and adventure of the wizardry world to life. Here are the highlights from Harry Potter.
We'd like to recognize a few more members of our band. The Stealth Award goes to Juan Dozier. So quiet you might not notice, but always where he needs to be. And the Unstoppable Energy Main Character Award goes to Natalie DeShiel, bringing energy, personality, and main character vibes to every single rehearsal and performance. Congratulations, Juan and Natalie.
One more round of applause.
Our next piece is very different from what you might be used to hearing. Tight Squeeze is a 12-note music. where all 12 notes are used equally instead of having one main home note. That makes this much more challenging to perform because there aren't the usual patterns musicians rely on. Even more impressive, we're performing this piece without the electronic track it's usually played with, meaning everything you hear is completely live and requires a high level of focus and precision. Here is Tight Squeeze.
to introduce the next piece. I do want to say something about that song. It's weird, right? Like you can say it's weird. It is a very strange piece because it is a 12-tone piece. It's very, very difficult because you don't know where the home note is. They have also tried to play this for 3 years, Ethan?
Oh yeah, 3 years.
3 years! We got it this year. Okay, so they put in a ton of work and they have another round of applause because obviously
some of the most improved members of our band. Most improved musician, Daisy Roses Garcia. A huge leap in skill, confidence, and musicianship this year. And most improved marching technique, Elijah Hayward. From the first step to now, hard work that truly shows. Great job, Daisy. Great job, Daisy.
Our next selection comes from the beloved Disney movie Beauty and the Beast, featuring music by Alan Menken. This melody includes favorites like Belle, Gaston, and Be Our Guest. Please enjoy Beauty and the Beast.
No, it's not. There you go, guys.
we have a couple more awards to present. We have the heavy lifting, low winds. We got Matthew, Tamaria, Leah, Atria, Sophia, and Meredith, and me, for holding down the foundation and doing the work that keeps everyone together. And then we also have the performer, the powerhouse performer, which is Mackenzie, or Miko, for big sound and big presence and impossible minutes. We also got best color guard for Arthur. And then so congratulations to Low Winds and Mackenzie and Arthur.
To close our concert, we present music from The Phantom of the Opera by Andrew Lloyd Webber. This piece combines several iconic melodies and takes listeners on a dramatic and emotional journey. Please enjoy highlights from The Phantom of the Opera.
Thank you.
we'd like to present our final two awards of the evening. The virtuoso goes to Andrea Vasquez Molina, exceptional skill, artistic, and musicianship at the highest level. And then we have the gold standard of elite execution, Ethan Ornette, setting the bar high and then exceeding it every time. Congratulations, Andrea.
All right, at this time we would also, Ethan, don't go too far, like to recognize our seniors. We have Ethan Monette and Aaron Woolsey. Come on up. These two young men have put in a lot of work this year. If you were at our football games, you will remember seeing Aaron up there directing. He was our head drum major, and we've got Ethan, our lead of percussion. They've put in a ton of work, and this is their last official concert as MacArthur students, except you guys can come and see us on, is it the 9th? It's on the back of your programs. It is a Saturday morning for our bandathon. It is going to be one final performance where we're going to be doing some fun music, a couple things that you heard today, as well as some things that the students have requested doing again. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. We'll also have some alumni that are coming to join us, including our principal, who's going to be back in the percussion section. So that'll be fun to see. You guys should definitely come and check it out. But let's give these two seniors a round of applause.